Stabler back. Looking, going to France, wide open. Touchdown Raiders! Branch committed highway robbery without a gun.
Hey, Raider Nation, it's Dos Pendejos in the chat room. Is OG Jack Daniel, accompanied with my buddy Jack Kenna. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, man. There's a ton of stuff we need to talk about. And what we're going to do is we need to have the chat involved in this big time, okay? Because there's so many things going on, so many moving pieces with between the schedule and acquirements, guys we picked up of, and somebody we just said goodbye to. So this is going to get interesting, and I'm going to just put this in the chat right now. I'm going to put in the link. Anybody who wants to pop in, we're going to need a panel because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So where do we start, man?
Oh, let's start with the big trade today.
Oh, well, I don't have the everybody's got different things of what we got for
Edwards.
For Brian Edwards. Like, wow, he's gone. Not that our receiving room isn't still full, but it's like the details.
It was definitely a shocker.
Huh?
Yeah, I've heard different things. I've heard we traded Edwards for, we got a 5th round. They got Edwards in the 7th. And then I've also heard somewhere else we got a 7th next year. So I'm not sure what the story is and which one's true.
I don't know. But if we got a 5th, I like a 5th. I endorse a 5th.
Yeah, moving up though. Let's say if it is just we got a 5th and we gave up Edwards in the 7th, I think we could have gotten more for him. I really kind of felt, I don't know how the nation feels on this, and Salute Nation, I feel like he was gonna have a breakout season this year. I thought this was going to be the time for him to shine. One-on-one coverage, with the offense that we have. He's the 50-50 ball type guy. So I really would have liked to see the Raiders, since he had 2 years left on his contract, kept him one more year. But I'm wondering if, Mariota was pushing for him, for Atlanta to trade for him.
I don't know. Sean Johnson's on here. He said we have a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 7th. So that would have been a 5th and a 7th. And a 6th. How did we get a 6th? I thought we gave up a 6th or something. So, or no, we have a supplemental 6th. So, I mean.
Oh, it's supplemental. Okay. I was wondering, where all these picks come from?
Supplementals. We got, so, I mean, Sean Johnson's on top of this stuff. So I'm going to, and then we also got the schedule to talk about, which is, that's a brutal schedule, bro. The whole AFC West has a tough schedule, Yeah,
you can't escape the schedule that we have. That's for sure. I mean, just our own division is going to be brutal. I mean, when's the last time you've seen the AFC West be like this? It's got to be 20 plus years, even longer than that.
Yeah. But, this is like the late 70s, early 80s, but, which I like. Those were good years, very good years. But,
absolutely.
And then what else did we say we needed to talk about? We were going to talk about Bradbury and pros and cons. And then we were going to, I mean, dude, so much is going on. It's like usually May is dead for Raiders talk or any football talk, but we got shit going on. Oh, I got somebody in the chat or in the panel here wants to jump in.
What's up?
Hey, Cortez, what's going on?
Look at my name, Jack.
Hey, Cortez, what's happening, my brother? Raiders and San Francisco Giants, dude.
Turn up your volume, turn up your volume, Cortez. Can't hear you.
It's all the way up.
Okay, get closer to your mic, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. What's
There
up,
we go.
guys? What's going on?
What's up? Happy
Dude.
Friday, brother.
Happy Friday
Yep,
the
so
13th.
yep.
Make sure that tonight you leave a couple of camp counselors out of your yard to have sex for Jason. And
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I can't wait till next weekend, OG.
oh, what's next week? Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
it's gonna
All
be
right, but
hard.
I'm going to
What is next weekend?
I do my mom's celebration of life. She passed away in January, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
do
so
it.
sorry,
next-
my brother.
Yeah, it's been rough.
but we pushed and we got you where you could get that done, bro. That
Yep.
was the important thing.
Yep,
Anyway,
I appreciate you.
I'm going to address the chat here because we got a lot of people in the chat. Oh, not that guy. Robert Pena. Hey, salute, man. Salute. Let's see.
Salute,
Hey,
Richard.
salute, Rich. And Sean's already contributed with numbers today, so that's what Sean does. Let's see.
So I think the pick we traded that 7th, so we sent that 7th that we got yesterday with Brian Edwards.
Yeah, but
Because
we still have
technically we would have had three 7th rounders.
but we got compensatory
Yeah.
picks.
Yeah,
And then let's see, salute Michael Guerrero. And
salute,
let's
Guerrero.
Hey Richard.
MG,
Let's see. Anthony,
Richard,
how you doing,
Seb.
man?
Cool Kev.
David Sabell,
Yeah.
what's up? What's up? Okay, so we've got a lot of people in the chat. Everybody's saluting each other. Sean posted the numbers. Let's see, Richard just dropping in to show some love to my brothers and family. Hey, brother, we appreciate
Yep.
that. I love having you come
Absolutely,
on the
Richard.
show. I know a lot of times you're working, man, but you know, let's see, Bugsy Raiders in here. Oh wow,
Salute,
hey,
Bugsy.
let's see, we got hey Sebastian, how you doing,
Salute,
man? Good
Sebastian.
to see you, man.
Seb.
I'm gonna skip through the people that I've already acknowledged because it's gonna be there's a lot of chat going on in here.
That's what you got to love about Raider Nation. You know, we're all brothers
Yep.
and sisters at heart. And I
Everybody
love,
greets
seeing
each
everybody in the chat and everyone talking to each other.
Everybody greets each other like family at the barbecue. Cool Kev, my brother's in here. Nice.
Oh, Ski Dry Cool Kev. What's up, Cool Kev?
Let's see. So we got a lot of stuff going on in the nation right now, man. The Brian Edwards trade.
Who do you guys see
The
as
schedule
our
came
number
out.
2 right now?
Huh?
Who's our number 2 receiver right now?
Well, that's what we're going to get in the chat about, man. Because I want to get into asking everybody who they think is going to be our number 2.
I think it's Cole. Cole's the number 2 right now.
Okay,
I think
and
it's
I want to talk about Cole also because there's some stuff come up that I was not happy about. Like I wasn't thinking much about him, and then I saw some tape. I got to tell you, the thing about Cole, Keelan Cole, his 40-yard sucked at the combine. Okay, and it was a 4.59. Now, if you'd give him a 15 to 20-yard head start, he would have blew that out of the water. Okay, salute, Greg.
Takes him a while, I guess, to rev up.
He revs up, but then after 15, 20 yards, he kicks a new gear, and that guy is gone. Okay. We also got like Tyron Johnson. We got all these other guys.
Tyron Johnson will not make the team. He'll be off.
There we go. We got another person in the chat. What's up, God?
God. What's up, God?
What's happening, yo?
What's up?
Yo, God. What's up,
God?
brother?
Tons of stuff.
Friday night, dude. Shit.
Yep.
It is
Happy
Friday night.
the 13th.
Exactly, dude. My name's Jason. So my mom literally, because I was born 1980, she literally named me after this shit. And you know what's fucked up is my sister's name's Carrie.
Oh, shit.
Her name's
Horror
what?
story in the making.
Yeah, they was big.
Wait, what's your sister's name, man?
Carrie.
You know nobody's gonna name their kids that for the next 50 years, right?
Exactly.
Well, hopefully the Raiders can put the fear in all the teams that are going to be playing. So let's go back. Let's cycle it back for a second. Do you guys like the trade?
Yeah.
You know, Brayden Edwards.
Me
I
personally,
like-
I do.
I think whatever they're going to do, Ziegler and McDaniels, I'm just going to put my trust in it for now. And if they trade him, there's a reason.
Right.
So-
You know,
And
I remember, like, you know, what McDaniel said. You know, it makes me wonder if, like, you know, he's putting Edwards on a hot seat. He said, you know, you got to be able to win off the line of scrimmage. If you can't win off the line of scrimmage, then it's going to be so much more difficult for you. So I wonder if that was a factor in part of this trade. But I also look at it, we know Edwards doesn't have the breakout speed. But if we go back in time and we look at the beginning of last year, before Ruggs' accident, he was having a pretty nice season. And then once Ruggs was gone, teams can focus more on him. And they really kind of clamped him down. I mean, still 537 yards.
Right.
Like
Hey, Ray
3
to
or 4
Ray,
scores. That was pretty good.
Ray to Ray, I put the link in the chat, brother, if you want to chop it up with us. But yeah, I think they're watching the film, but I think they're also, are they doing any kind of practices right now? They're doing some kind of practices right now. They might have seen something and went, nah, he ain't it.
Could be.
I mean, and my thing is like, I mean, that wasn't like, you know, he didn't. Brian Edwards never kind of. I never got that bug of like when we got Amari Cooper. I'm like, all right, this motherfucker is gonna go, but then he didn't, and he just kind of gave up. And I'm like, yeah,
He had no heart.
I never kind of got that feeling with Brian Edwards, but like looking back over the social media posts and stuff, that it just seemed like he wasn't. I don't know. Like you said, I mean, he did have a few games. So did Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? That he looked great, but then it's almost like he gave up. Like his heart wasn't in it. And I think, which is great, because Gruden let people like that stick around. You know what I'm saying? And just it's like a cancer to the locker room. We had Derek Carr, the nicest guy on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Going and saying, hey, I'm not saying who, but some people aren't practicing and giving it their 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so obviously something was happening in that locker room that wasn't, you know, they wasn't giving it their 100%. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I just feel that I think that, yeah, like you said, OG, I trust the McDaniels, man.
It is kind of surprising.
Look at this comment, guys, by Humble. Humble, I've never seen you in my chat before. If you've been in there, you've never really chimed in. Ziegler's already proven 100 times better than Mayock. Mayock was nothing more than an analyst, not a businessman. You know what? Ziegler's done more for this team in one offseason than Mayock did in 3 years, man.
Oh, 1,000%.
You know, I agree with that. Humble, if you're not subscribed to the channel, man, subscribe. We have some good talks around here, bro.
Yeah, Mayock's 2019 draft. Oh my God, one of the biggest busts ever. But I got to give him his credit. He got us two All Pros, Renfro, and our DN. And I'm drawing a mental blank right now when I shouldn't, because he's like our best player on our defense. So,
hey, Matt Marinovich. Hey, you're right. Edwards may not be a system fit in the McDaniels offense. That may be the thing. I know. Hey, great, man. Hey, good seeing you in here, bro.
Right.
Well, I've heard about, running 2 slot receivers. That could be a possibility. Cole Beasley's out there for a slot receiver. What Sean said in the chat, I agree with him. It's like, we want the speed receiver, Will Fuller, ex Notre Dame player. If he can stay healthy, he would fill the bill on, some speed. So
in the chat, everybody put in there, who's going to be our number 2 receiver? Our number 2 wide receiver. Put it in the chat. Let everybody let's do this.
See, I'll let everybody respond, and then I'll say my number 2. But
tell us.
No, me. I don't think we have him yet. I think after June 1st, it's either gonna be like I still got a feeling, dude. And I think here's the other thing. And like somebody said in the chat earlier, he may not have been a good fit. And here's the thing. It may have been a combination of all that, plus we needed maybe to get a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? Put somebody else. We're gonna get money June 1st. So I think it's either gonna be a receiver or a cornerback, but I think it's gonna make a big splash. Like I said, the Raiders already came out and said that they was looking at Honey Badger. They had him as like number one. Well, guess what, dude? Ziegler and fucking McDaniels, do you think they not had a number two? We haven't seen the number two yet. I think that's coming June 1st when we move around money and, so I don't necessarily know if a number two's on the team right now or if we go get a number two.
Well, I also look at the contracts, and I don't really know a lot about this kid, but the receiver that we got from Miami, he's a big body receiver, so he's definitely a red zone threat. With the guy with the long hair, he's
the
like
guy who beat
six.
our ass when Arden Key face masked the quarterback, and yeah, he's the receiver who caught that ball, beat us. A lot of people are saying, Cole, hey, Lunatic's in here. Come on, man. I posted the Lunatic. I posted the link in the chat. Jump on in with us, man. I like your stuff, man.
Salute.
Ray will be on soon. People are saying Cole. Somebody said Matt said Aguilar may return. That's cool. I like Aguilar.
Well, if the writing's on the wall for Aguilar, and if he were to come back to the Raiders on a team-friendly deal, there's no way we're going to pay him anywhere close to what he was getting in New England. Oh my God!
No.
Then you got your deep threat, and that chemistry's already there with Carr.
Try to get another bag.
Yeah. And
or
see,
he may say, no, I want to stay here and play it out.
And here's the other thing.
Let's go win.
Here's the other thing. I don't think Carr had chemistry with fucking Edwards.
Don't get me wrong. I think there's, that one-handed catch down the sideline Edwards did and all that. Edwards could have been a good 50-50 guy, and I don't know maybe Carr didn't trust him. If Carr don't trust you as a receiver, you're not going to be long.
Right. And maybe Edwards wanted out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to say he's a bad player. He's definitely
Did you see his hype video, God?
Who's that?
Edwards. How excited, and, he's all happy and he's like turning things around. And,
yes. And I
Raider
did.
805, good to see you. Good
and
to see you too,
thing.
Carlos. Good to see you too, Khalil.
Carlos.
Oh, here we go. Sean
So
Johnson.
I got to give it to Raider Purge. So he said it great in Wasted Channel. He says you can see Aguilar coming back because he can come back for another cheap deal. Carr's going to make him look good again, and then he can go after the bag the next year.
Mm-hmm.
What's up,
Hey,
Ray?
Hey,
salute,
what's
brother.
going on, boys? How you doing?
Good to see you.
Doing barbershop talk. Look at Sean Johnson's got Devontae. Then he's got Nelson Aguilar, Hunter Renfro, Keelan Cole, number 4, Marcus Robinson, number 5.
Honestly,
and then Matt Collins, number 6. Damn. I mean,
so answer me this though. Nobody said this. Why is Hunter Renfro not number 2?
He's primarily
in the slot.
Because he's a slot receiver, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was actually number 1 last season, but
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but your slot receiver should not get 100 catches in a season, man. That's crazy.
Right.
Here's the thing, though. Hunter might actually garner number 2 numbers, if you know what I mean. Even though he's lining up in the slot, especially in this scheme. I'll be honest. The whole Bryan Edwards thing, I don't know how I feel about it. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like they don't. It's one of two things. They're either going to bring in somebody else that they have their eyes on come training camp cuts, or
I think that's it.
What's going on, Anthony? Oh, no, you're good, brother. But it's either they got their eye on somebody that they're expecting to be cut come training camp in these workouts. Some of those players that their contracts aren't looking right. Or number 2 on this team, since we have Renfro, since we have Devontae, since we have Waller, that number 2 spot in quotations is going to be by committee. You're going to see Mac Hollins go in there at times. You're going to see DeMarcus Robinson go in. You're going to see Keelan Cole go in. I think that number 2 in quotations is really your number 2 on this team is more like the 3 or 4 option. If you see,
yeah, but your number 2, if you do that, your number 2 is going to be, oh, we lost somebody, we lost Jack. Your number 2 is going to be, if you keep trading them up and changing up players who run different ways, you're going to put a cornerback on his backpedal, or like on his heels the whole game. Like,
see,
you
I
change
like
him
that.
up like that.
Like, honestly,
and
dude,
the thing
I
is,
never
don't
thought
get me
about
wrong.
that.
I used to have a softball team, okay? And I had ready? I had 6 left-handers and 6 right-handers. And I would go out there and rotate them according to how well they batted, but also back and forth, left, right, left, right, left, right. So the outfield's always adjusting. You couldn't get comfortable. And if you take and put rotation by committee as your wide receiver too, it's the same strategy. Nobody can get fucking comfortable on these guys.
Right? No, exactly, 100%,
That's a
dude.
brilliant idea.
Dude, that is 100%. I love that idea because nobody does that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
Ray to
saying?
Ray, that's a great call. Like, that'd be a freaking amazing strategy.
Everybody talk about running back by committee. Why can't you have a wide receiver by committee if you have the talent and the, you know what I'm saying, the cap space?
And look at it from this way, from just a scheme and a week-to-week competition basis. Like I said, that quote number 2, who are you going to scheme for? You know you're going to have to game plan for Devontae. You know you're going to have to game plan for Hunter. And you know you're going to have to game plan for Waller. But when you got so many plug-and-play players like the Robinsons, the Keelan Coles, the Mac Hollins, when you got these kind of players,
it's a wild card.
It's a wild card. It can change up week to week, and you can do different things with each different player. So I like it, but I don't think that position's done being added to. I just have this gut feeling that they're going to play the same game that they've been playing this entire offseason, and it's that patient game. So there's going to be good talent cut from these teams. Like, and we see it every year. We see these late additions. We see these late trades. We see players on the trade deadline. I wouldn't say that position's completely filled just yet.
No,
hey, let me ask you a
it's not.
question, because the Falcons are like basically turning into the 2020 Raiders. How did we do in 2020?
Right.
Did you look at our draft? Look at the draft in 2020. I mean, there's not a guy in except for our Simpson and Amik Robinson out of those picks still on this team.
Yeah, well, who knows if they'll be there? That doesn't mean they're going to be there by the end of training camp.
I mean, well, maybe Amik might be gone. I could see Simpson staying for another year, but
I think
that's about it.
I think Amik is gone. I think they're holding on to him for training camp purposes, but
Yeah.
I think Amik is all but done, to be honest with you.
I just thought it was really weird with Edwards that we had 2 years left.
Amik was done last year.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate.
Like I said, and here's the other thing too is, Josh McDaniels come from the Patriot style of like, hey, we don't talk no shit in the locker room. We don't let nothing get out. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it could be something, inside the locker room that, it just didn't gel. It just wasn't going to work. Or like you said, I mean, I think they're using that as a trade for after June 1st. But
did you guys see the video that the Raiders put out? And it was almost like promoting Bryan Edwards a little bit.
I was gonna say that.
That's what I mentioned earlier. Yep.
Yeah, you mentioned that, and I was gonna say it. You was like, why would they put that out? I think they did it to promote him, to get buzz around him.
Raise his draft.
This game is a dirty game.
Dude, like exactly, like
this game is a dirty game. I swear, bro.
So Raider players, if you're young and you're on the bubble, don't do those type of interviews.
Hey, if the Raiders are promoting you, you better start talking to your agent and ask what's going on.
Exactly.
Hey, Raider Gabe, man, if you're in the chat, pull up.
Yeah.
I know Raiders Allegiance he was headed out to work, out the door for work, but yeah, I wish you could have jumped on the panel, man. It would have been nice. But
Gabe, it's 5:25. Not 4:30. Not 4:20. It's 5:25. You can still come on.
8:25.
Well, Gabe and I are on the West Coast, so
Right.
So I saved these takes because I thought I was going to probably do a live with you guys this weekend. I didn't actually take a full depth look at the schedule. I seen that we had 4 primetime games. So do you guys want to talk about that schedule?
We can do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can run it down.
Okay, so let's start week 1, the Chargers in LA, home game. Week 2, the Cardinals in Las Vegas, home game. Let's talk about that to start.
Starting off the season, 2 home games back to back.
Exactly. Okay.
Even when you're on the road, you're home.
That when in LA, hell yeah, we play the Rams in LA, so that's another home game. All right.
And if you can take that Charger win, that's almost like going 2-0 week 1. With the amount of weight that these division games are going to be, that first game is that's a big game to open up the season.
Oh yeah, and then we got the Cardinals. You know what? Cardinals don't have Chandler Jones no more, right?
And they're going to be missing Devontae Adams due to PEDs.
What?
Yeah, not Devontae Adams. DeAndre Hopkins, sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let's not put that on.
That's a huge blow.
Man. You messed me up, okay?
I had to go back.
You have a heart attack, dude.
So think about it. The guys that we picked up, star wide receiver, star defensive end, how much better did that make our team? They're losing those players against our team. How much worse is it going to make that team? It's going to have the same impact, but the opposite direction. I can see that almost like a beatdown.
Here's another thing, too. We're not going to have the troubles we used to have in the red zone anymore. That's over. Okay?
Exactly.
Hey, let's hope.
I don't see why we shouldn't whoop both of these teams.
I think the Chargers, just from week 1, us having all these new weapons and being able to throw a ton of different looks at the Chargers, I think the Chargers might have a harder time dealing with us than what we will with them. That's my personal opinion. Just because week 1, man, they have no idea what we're going to throw at them. And
exactly.
we could use that to our advantage. So week 1, I could see us coming away with that. Week 2, I just hope that's not one of those
Mac
games.
will be healthy. That's the only downside. Bosa and Mac will be healthy week 1. Now, at the end of the season, neither one of them bastards is going to be there.
No. One of them probably.
See what's going on. Long time no see. So, week 1, what do you think? Win or lose?
Oh, I see. That'll be a win. I think it'll be a better game than what.
I think it'll be a win. I think we're going to be more dominant over the Chargers.
Yeah, I predict it to be like a 35-32 win, like a back and forth.
I don't think they're going to be as close as they used to be, bro.
No,
I don't. I think
the second game will be closer. I think the second game will be closer.
If we're effective in the red zone, we won't be as close.
Week 1, the Raiders do a great job coming out hot. I don't know why, but the Raiders just start the season like they always look like world beaters. Even last year against the Ravens, even when that game got ugly, they just in big moments they just kind of came out. They tend to do that week 1. So week 1, I think it could be a little bit in the Raiders' favor. I hope we pull away a little bit. But that second matchup, I think it'll be a little tough because week 1, I think Patrick Graham can mix it up, and they've never seen this look of a defense with the Raiders, and it goes both hand in hand, offense and defense. I think that you can be so unpredictable on both sides of the ball.
Oh, 100%. Plus, I mean, you're going against a coach that nobody's went up against.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So they have no idea.
And we'll be going up against a coach who likes to go 4th and 10 from their own 35.
Hey, I'll take that.
I mean, the guy's boneheaded. I don't think he's going to shed that really quick. So,
the difference is with all the different coordinators and offense, defense for the Raiders. But there's still a lot of Raiders that have played the Chargers over multiple years. So these players that are still here on our team still have to know the tendencies of what the Chargers players are doing. So, Raider, that was a good take, brother. It's like I agree. I'm on with that.
Raider 805. Listen, you said no, our O-line is too young. Our O-line has been placed in the wrong scheme last year. Now, instead of a zone scheme, we're going to go to a power scheme. These guys are set up for this. I'm telling you, our O-line is going to be much improved right off the bat. That's my honest belief.
speaking of a young O line, I was going to tell you, OG, I've got actually a breakdown. So, Bam Osalene, the right tackle, left tackle swing that we took undrafted. He's like 6'7", 6'8", 385 pounds.
He's a
Yeah.
mountain.
I've got 3 full game film sessions that I'm breaking down his film, and I'm doing my own personal private grading on him. I just got through the Oregon game where he went up against the top pick. He's got a weird last name. What is his name? Caven.
I know you're not the defensive end.
Right.
Yeah, he's a defensive end. He was a top pick in this draft, and he went up against him. And man, I got a breakdown and surprising grades coming out for that kid. So stay tuned, because I think that kid could come in. He actually came out and said that he's not going to be surprised if he's the starting right tackle this season. So he's coming out confident.
I heard that.
And so I started breaking down his film, and dude, I'm telling you, if this kid comes to training camp ready to work, don't get me wrong, he's got some stuff to work on, and I'll break that down in the video. But he's got some raw talent, bro, and he's got sheer size that he relies on that size a lot. I don't want to get too much into.
You're talking about Thibodeau, right?
You know.
Yeah, we don't want to take away from your show.
You went up against Thibodeau.
He felt way. He felt way, past what everyone expected him to be drafted. So I'll leave it at that. So you can have all on your show.
Right. Yeah. I want to say, and by the way, if you're not subscribed to Raider Ray, you need to go to rehab and get off the crack, because Raider Ray has got serious in-depth content, and he breaks down film. He goes into it in depth. It's very informed. It's not like a knucklehead channel like mine. He's got real good stuff that's informative. Me, I'm just here to, be the crazy old drunk uncle at the family reunion.
Well, put Ray as a mod, so that way he can post his link. Because I've talking to other Raider fans that we promoted on. It's like they pull up Raiders Ray.
I was waiting.
It's like they're finding different stuff.
I was waiting for All Eyes on G to jump in, because I wanted to make him a mod.
That's awesome, brother. I don't think I've subscribed to your channel.
No, you gotta get on that
check it out.
He's got great stuff.
No, 100%, dude. I love that shit, dude. Like, that's what I look for, because I don't watch college football. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't got time for that shit.
No, I feel you. Really, my film session starts. I let those players play, and then once it starts coming down for the Raiders to start talking about some prospects, then I'll start breaking down some needs, and I let those guys play, bro. I don't follow it too deep during the season.
Right. No, that's awesome, dude. And I love that.
But in the off season,
but in the off season, it's time to work. Yeah, it's time to work.
ASC, salute, AK the kid. I got something for you, brother.
Hey, Ray.
Here's the thing.
Can you do me a favor and put a comment in the chat? Can you do that from where you're at?
Yeah, let me try.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I can.
Cool, do it.
To not bounce around like the
just
Raiders
put your name in.
But from what I heard, is this true? Does the fucking Donkeys have 7 primetime games? Like, is that true?
I can only do private chat.
Okay, that's fine. Let me go over there. Let me go over to private chat. And that didn't work.
Hold on, I gotta turn the AC on. Up in Maine, dude, it finally hit like fucking 90 degrees today.
I swear, once it finally hits, you're like, oh, bro. You were wishing for it this whole time, then it finally hits. You're like, oh, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ray, I'm trying to make you a moderator on the fly, so...
Like okay. I'm from Florida, you know what I'm saying? So I'm used to the humidity and shit. But, dude, like, especially in the fucking camper, bro. Like I said, because I got the camper outside in the back of my house, dude. It's where I run all my games and my computer and shit. It's like a fucking hot box, bro. So yeah, you gotta put.
How you doing, bro?
You gotta put the goddamn AC on. especially
You got to
that
throw
three.
one of them window joints in there. One of them is plugged up right next to you.
No,
Hey,
like I mean,
Auntie, salute, brother.
What up, fellas? How you
What's
guys
going
doing?
on, brother? What's
Good.
good, brother?
Much,
Hey,
brother.
SC.
I
It
know,
says
I know
SC.
you're breaking
It's
some
not a
shit
Broncos
up.
cap. My son, played comp baseball as Sacramento Capitals, so it's got an SC. So I thought I'd share that with you, brother.
hey, SC experience, man. I just put the link in the chat, man. If you want to jump on, it'd be cool to have you in here, bro. So
What's going on, SC?
what's up, brother?
Not much, brother. Fucking excited for the fucking season coming up.
We got a tough schedule.
We do, but there's one game on the fucking schedule that I have circled when I first saw it. And that is that game against the motherfucking Patriots.
Yeah, you fucking
You know
what?
right, brother.
The last time we beat the motherfucking Patriots was 2002. It's been
Yeah, that's
20
changing.
motherfucking years. Think
Has it
about
really
that.
been
What better
that long?
time? What
Dude,
better time to
everybody's
break that?
circling that shit, brother.
I got one game scheduled on there that I'm afraid of.
Which one?
What's that?
There's a team that nobody's talking about or thinking about, but I'm going to tell you right now. Matty Ice and the fucking Colts. All they needed was a quarterback. They are not going to be easy to beat. They weren't easy to beat when they had Wentz. They're not going to be easy to beat with Matty Ice.
I like how
Guys,
they build that program.
So they built that program good. I mean, what, they had 7 Pro Bowlers on defense last year.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, but now the only thing is now we know they're going to be in fucking cover 3 the whole fucking time. And you're going to tell me you're going to give that option to Josh McDaniels and fucking Derek Carr and fucking Adams?
I actually circled that one on my when I did my predictions. I actually circled that one as a loss.
Really?
Sorry, nation. Yeah, I did.
They got better, but
we're
they got better too. They got better when they got a quarterback. With Matt Ryan, that is a little like, uh-oh.
I don't know, Jack.
They're going to go on
Devontae
a tear. They're gonna go on a
is a zone
tear.
killer. If Gus Bradley plays cover 3 on Devontae shreds some zone coverage defense.
Okay.
I hope so. I mean, I hope I'm wrong on all of the ones that I chose that were losses. I would love to see an undefeated season, but I ain't going to say that going to happen. But yeah, I actually circled that one as a loss.
Well,
I think
another thing is the Chargers picked up J.C. Jackson. Well, guess what? One of J.C. Jackson's biggest weaknesses was Devontae Adams. He can't cover him.
he's everybody's weakness.
Can anybody cover Devontae Adams?
Exactly.
Okay,
nobody's
okay,
gonna cover
all right, no point there.
You match him up one-on-one with any cornerback in the league. I don't care if it's Jalen Ramsey. I don't care who it is. Like Devontae, his release off the line of scrimmage is just so nasty. Like
Nobody's going to be stupid enough to cover him one-on-one. But now you just fucked up because you just left. Our tight end Waller senior moment on one-on-one. You left Hunter Renfrow one-on-one, and whoever our wide receiver 2 by committee is one-on-one.
I can't wait to watch Waller. Waller's going to get flexed out wide a lot more.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
They're gonna line up with 2 receiver sets, and they're gonna motion a receiver in, and you're gonna see Waller get flexed outside, and watch Josh McDaniels catch a bunch of these defenses with either a safety or a linebacker draped on Waller. And pre-play, dude, you're already gonna know where the ball's going. I already see it. Because the reason why I say that is because you cannot just match up with everybody. So when you see coverage looks and you see them shadowing over Devontae, you're going to have a linebacker or safety matching up with Waller, and it's going to be a matchup nightmare. This season's going to be so fun to watch.
You know what's a worse nightmare than meeting up with Jason Voorhees tonight? Being a defensive coordinator going, we got the Raiders next week, and going, oh, shit. What do we do?
Not my problem.
Yeah.
And you know what I also like is what we did on defense. I mean, what was our biggest weakness last year on defense?
Our defensive tackles, bro.
Yeah, giving up the run, right? So, I mean, that kid Farrell, I absolutely love that pick. He was the number 1 nose tackle, a stop in the run. We don't need him to be the pass rusher. So Hankins is getting older.
Yep.
I don't even know. I know he resigned, but he did leave. Graham's system after 1 year, or they let him walk. So that's your heir apparent right there. And both him and Bleal. Oh my God, I think the run defense is going to be a lot better, stopping the run than it was last season.
I like that, Carlos. Number one offense.
You know what's so funny is we brought in more stars this offseason probably than any other offseason. And yet here we are all the time talking about these depth and rotational players that like we're all excited about. And meanwhile, we have like 6 to 8 guys that are actual stars in the league or borderline stars. And here we are still focused on all these depth pieces that we're just like, oh, I can't wait to see Farrell, and I can't wait to see Butler, and I can't wait to see Kuntz, and I can't wait to see – it goes on and on and on, right? It's like this roster has been built with so much depth and so many creative moving parts that we don't know how it's all going to play out, right? We don't know who all is going to get burned. But what is so cool is that all these players bring so many different things to the game that it's making this offseason so exciting.
Right.
And another thing I'm excited about is us drafting those defensive tackles now. That's going to be our linebackers roam and get all the tackles now. That's the thing is people need to understand too. You know what I mean? Those motherfuckers.
Check out this comment. Some content creators think we're going to lose against the Titans. I say, what?
Why would we lose against the Titans?
Well, they're good too, bro. I'm not gonna underestimate them, bro. I mean, the only thing that I'm not worried about is their quarterback, but Derrick Henry, that motherfucker's a grown ass man.
You see the Adams, that's why we got him. Okay, so he's saying he don't believe the content creators that are saying that we're gonna lose to them, and we gonna go DC to Adams and get it. Here's the thing: when you got Bilal Nichols and you got this guy Farrell, the new Farrell in the middle, or whoever we put in the middle, disrupted. They're running backs. Look, we played them 2 years ago. We were running backs versus running backs, and we beat their asses. I ain't worried about the Titans.
I'm not worried about the Titans.
I'm not worried about the
Titans. What I'm saying is like I think since we're still on that high of getting Devontae, I think we think like Devontae is the end-all be-all answer, and he is the best wideout in the league, so hear me out on that. But there are going to be times, bro, where teams are going to force us to adapt. And say you catch Hunter Renfrow on a bad day. Say you catch Waller on a game where he's dropping balls that he usually doesn't drop. I'm excited to see how this offense can adapt to adversity because, look, they're going into this offseason and into this season with all this hype thinking like, what I fear is almost like, remember you guys that 2017 season when we got Marshawn and we had all this hype, we had Crab and Coop, and everybody's like, oh, this is going to be the number one offense in the league. And, bro, we came out and we blew it. So I just want these dudes to stay humble, keep their head down, that they haven't earned nothing yet, that the whole DC to Devontae hasn't even – not one pass in a game that matters has even happened yet. So I'm just going to let these guys develop and just – enjoy my time watching it instead of just thinking like, good luck playing the Raiders. Because, bro, at this level of the league, it tends to find a way to balance out. Like, even as stacked as the Chiefs were, they go up against a team like Buffalo, and you start seeing stuff kind of get washed out. So, trying to keep Raider Nation a little even-keeled, even though I'm probably the biggest Devontae fanboy there probably is.
No, but I think the biggest difference is just our coaching staff, and actually have coaches that are gonna make adjustment at halftime and shit, bro. Like,
no, I agree.
That alone just fucking amazes me, brother. Like, this motherfucker made adjustments at halftime where we're getting fucking eaten up. Like, what the fuck is wrong? That is your job as a defense coordinator. That you know what I mean, to do that shit. And you can't even do that. It just amazes me how you even got a fucking job in the NFL.
They're not gonna make adjustments at halftime. They're making adjustments on the fly. These are the kind of coaching staff we got. Like in a series, okay, let's make adjustments for this series. That's how good they are. I'm gonna tell you right now, when we don't have the red zone woes and all that bullshit, I think here's my prediction for this year. During a game, I will not lose any fingernails. Because last year, I chewed through those motherfuckers every week.
Bro.
Games I'm tired of. Like, it'll be nice to watch us dominate. And I think we're going to be more dominant than people think.
We got some good
Talking,
comments.
some of your predictions are close to mine. Not all of them, but it's close.
Yeah, I honestly, I told you guys I had us probably at 11-6, 12-5. So that's
That's
my
what I
range.
got. 12-5.
Our floor is 12-5. If we sweep the Broncos, we're 13-4. If we sweep the Chiefs, we're 14-3. And if we could sweep our entire division, we're 15-2. Do I believe that's going to happen? No, I'm a realist. Our floor is 12-5, losing to the Rams, losing to the Colts, and losing half the games to our division. That's where I got.
And it's a good point in the comment section that, like, look, how many games, like, let's be realistic as Raider fans here. How many games are we realistically going to get Devontae, Hunter, and Waller 100% healthy? It doesn't happen that often that you get that for a full 17 games. There might be 3 games where we don't have Devontae, and it's back to Hunter and Waller. And so our offense is going to change. So, yeah, 12-5, 11-6. Things are going to happen in the season that you're going to have to push through. You're going to have to get through. So it's so easy for me to be like, oh, yeah, we're going to be like, 14-3. Or because on paper, that's what it should be. But we all know as soon as those lights turn on and that game starts, it's a kind of different story.
It's always a different story. And you even look at, like, the years that we may have been bad or been good, and the other teams in our division been good or bad. It's always a dogfight. The teams step up to fight each other. So let me ask you guys this. Let's go through the rounds. Division-wise, what do you guys see just in our division? Wins and losses against the teams we're playing.
3-3.
4-2.
I'm going to say I'm going to say 3-3.
Give me your predictions.
The Chiefs are the best in the division up till now. I think their defense is ass, even though they picked up a bunch of guys in the draft. I think we're going to sweep them this year, but and the Broncos, fuck them donkeys. I think we could sweep them. Realistically, I'm looking at more of a fucking 4-1 or what was it? 5-1. But
5-1.
But I'm going to leave it at 3-3 just because, man. I think that there's a good chance we can split with everybody.
I think we get one team's number, whether it's either whether it's the Chargers or the Broncos. I think we get at least one of them. Still, though, something about when we play the Chiefs, I still want Derek Carr to prove that he can go in. And I know he went into Arrowhead and had almost a career game and won when it was warm weather. I still want to see him go in there. Now that we have a good roster, I want to see him go in there, Arrowhead, primetime game, and kind of put it on him a little bit. You know what I mean? So I have a split with the Chiefs for now. But my bold take is I could see a sweep in the Chiefs. And a lot of people don't say that.
Yeah, because they're the only team that didn't really improve that much in our division.
Yeah. And look, they're hurting at corner. They brought in everybody and their brother to come play corner for them. So they have, I swear, they got about 20 DBs coming into training camp. So
I think they drafted 5.
Yeah, they're figuring all that out. So if they don't have that figured out by the time they play the Raiders, they're going to have a problem.
Here's the thing. If the Chiefs regress and understand we got the guys that can put Patrick Mahomes on his running for his fucking life. If they regress, we can sweep them. If the Broncos are still the Broncos, okay? They brought in the Broncos needed was a quarterback. Well, they brought in Russell Wilson. We brought in his fucking kryptonite. I say we get them too. I say we're probably going to split with the Chargers. The first game against the Chargers is a dangerous one because Mac and Bosa will both be healthy. But if we win that one, we own this bitch. We own this bitch.
I think the Russell Wilson move is gonna. It's 50-50 for me because if their defense actually comes together and Russell Wilson can play adequate, above adequate. Like, I think the Broncos will be tough. I think they'll be tough.
He ain't gonna play adequate with Chandler Jones on the other
I'm
end.
hoping not. I hope not. I'm hoping not.
God, what do you think? What do you think our division record's going to be?
Honestly, yeah, I think it's a toss
It's
up,
tough.
man. It's tough, dude. It could be 3-3, but 3-3 that we lose to the Chiefs twice, but still end up winning the division. Like,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's the case. I think we I think we sweep the Donkeys and split with the Chargers and the Chiefs. I mean, but it could go, like I said, we could literally lose because, I mean, we've done it, but like you said, it doesn't matter if the Raiders are 0-10. You know what I'm saying? If we go up against, we're 0-10, we go up against the Chiefs that are fucking 10-0. We could beat them. You know what I'm saying? It's like within our division, that's just a game. It's a dog fight, dude. Like, I wish we played that every fucking game. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
right.
I think that's back in the day. That's how they played. You know what I'm saying? They played their hearts out and they left it on the field every game. And I think nowadays people they don't give up, but they're not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like,
Let me ask you a question then, God. If we beat the Chargers game 1, and later in the season we play them and Bosa and Mack are hurt, do we sweep them?
oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the next couple of games after the Chargers. The Cardinals we haven't talked about.
It's gonna be rough, but at the same time, like it's gonna be funny and fun to watch too, because Derek Carr and fucking douchebag defensive end, like they're brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like they was best friends, dude. Like and like
All right,
it's
well,
good.
we already talked about the
Oh,
Cardinals.
Gene, before we move on to the next topic, Auntie, what do you see division wise?
We're not on the next topic. We're going to go through the schedule.
Wow, I see us going 4-2. We're gonna sweep the Chiefs, and we're gonna split against the Chargers and the Broncos.
And I'll finish up real quick. I'm right there with God. I see 0-2 against KC. I see a sweep of the Donkeys and a split with the Chargers.
When we're talking about the division, it's go ahead, OG.
Let's do this schedule, bro. The Cardinals. I'm not worried about the Cardinals. Their receivers out with PEDs, and they don't have Chandler Jones. I think we beat the shit out of them. So we got 2 home games to start: Chargers in LA and the Cardinals in Las Vegas. Let's talk about the Titans. And the next 2 games are the Titans and the Broncos. Okay. Titans in Tennessee, Broncos at home. I'm looking forward to going to that game in Tennessee. I'm going.
Dude, if you go to that game, I might go down there. We might have to link up.
And I want to connect with Murph, Mosh, and Swaggy Jeff because they'll be at that game. They're in Tennessee.
That'd be good. That'd be a good game to go to. I know I was talking to a captain, and he was saying that he was going to that game, and he wanted to meet up at that one as well. So it'd be cool to get everybody
just
together.
Tell him, hey, man, come up through South Carolina and get me, and we'll go.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I know his ass gonna make me split the gas though, but gas expensive. But what do you think the Titans game? I think we can win that one. I don't see them as that big of a deal. And the Broncos at home, no, that's ours.
For some reason, when you're giving off those names, I just see 3-1 in my head in those first 4 games. So whether we just like
4-0, but that's me.
If we just end up dropping a game that we should win, like a game to the Cardinals, if that's a game that we just dropped that we should win, kind of typical Raider fashion, or one of that Titan game. I just feel like one of those. I don't know. I hope we get out 4-0, but
we're 3-1 at
3-1
that point. That means we dropped the first opening game against the Chargers.
I see. We're going into that 4-0. I see us running the tables. I don't see the Cardinals posing much threat with their situation, and I don't see the same thing either with Tennessee.
No.
I mean, you lose your best wide receiver. I mean, who are their wide receivers? Like, you look at it, it's like they got nothing. It's like, and we just talked about earlier about our run defense improving, against Henry. So if you can stop the run against that team, they're handcuffed. They're handcuffed.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that by a 10-point win or a 14-point win in Tennessee.
Yeah, but if you got Bilal Nichols and maybe throw Farrell or whoever in the middle, I don't see Tennessee Titans getting anything done. The next game is a home game against the Broncos. I don't see they beating us in our stadium.
Well, here, let me give you guys this kind of view. Do you think in those early weeks that our defense is going to be fully gelled and our offense is going to be on the same page as it would be late in the season? That's why I'm saying, could I see this being a 3-1? Maybe week 1 we come out guns blazing and beat the Chargers. What if week 2 just that lack of chemistry shows up? You know what I'm saying? So those early games in the season, I'm looking for that defense and offense to gel a little bit, and then kind of base off go from there.
I'm seeing.
I do see the offense gelling a little bit quicker than our defense.
Yep.
Just because the players that are all coming back. We got Adams coming back, and we got whoever's going to be our number 2. But I also feel like
actually going to be all right.
Got a lot of say in like what plays he can audible out of that McDaniel calls to get in more comfortable plays that he's used to with the players that he has on the squad. The defense is a big question mark. Agreed.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to look like. They could come out killing quarterbacks, right? Or it could come out a little bit sluggish. I don't know yet,
Well, we're going to see. We're going to fuck around and find out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next 2 games after that, we got the Chiefs in Kansas City, and we got the Texans in our stadium. Here's my point of view. Chiefs, tough game. I'm going to flip a coin on that one. In their stadium, flipping a coin. The Houston Texans, if we lose to them, I will be fuck football. I will become a Tiddlywinks fan, okay?
Tiddlywinks fan.
You can break a table like SC. That's what he said. He's going to break a table.
No, he said
Here's
he'll
the
jump
thing.
on the ladder and then jump onto the table. That's what he said.
And if we drop games, I'm just hoping, look, it's the NFC, right? Like, if we're going to drop games, let us drop one to the Cardinals. Let us drop one to whoever it is we're playing. You know what I mean? Like, as long as we're showing up in the AFC, I don't care. We could go 12-5, and if our losses were to majority NFC teams, I'm cool.
See, at this juncture and after 6 games, I see us 5-1 because I'm sorry, even though Andy Reid is the captain of the gravy boat, and he uses it as a beverage. The guy's smart. He can adjust. It's going to be basically McDaniels adjusting and Graham adjusting against Andy Reid. That one's not going to be easy. If we manage to nail that one, we're 6-0. But I honestly see us as 4-2 or 5-1 by that time.
What about you, Jack? What do you got?
Again, I already said we lose to KC, and then we spanked them. There's no more of like these. I don't feel like we're going to play down like we did last year to teams like the Giants.
Right.
I just don't feel like this team is built like that. I feel like when we play teams like that, like the Texans, we're gonna dominate. That's just my personal feeling on it. So I got a 5-1 at this point.
We're going to slaughter the Texans. I'm sorry.
I hope so.
Yeah, we have to, man, because I think we will. I think we will slaughter the Texans. And it's going to be brutal. Now, the next 2 games are away games. We have to go to the Saints and we have to go to the Jaguars. I do not see us losing to either of these teams.
Facts.
See, I'm not worried about the Jaguars. Kind
The
of.
Saints is a sneaky one.
Yeah, Saints is kind of sneaky.
Now with Jameis Winston at quarterback, Mr. I throw 30 and 30.
You know what?
Yeah.
That might be one of those
Undefeated.
games he goes
Derek
down.
Carr is undefeated against the Saints with great coaching and a great quarterback. Against this fucking motley ass crew, no. He's not
I
gonna
was
get
just like, I'm just trying to prepare myself for something
I'm just trying
to go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fucking guy. I'm just trying to prepare myself just in case.
Bro, that's where I'm at. I'm like, I know somewhere in this schedule, somebody's gonna let me down somewhere.
exactly. Like I said, dude. Like, I'm fucking excited, and honestly,
you're used to that. It's
Yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
happen.
Honestly, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It is
it's
different.
different.
It is.
You know,
It is.
and it's so like I just like I'm like you, brother. Like I just wanna get I wanna get it going. I wanna see that shit gel, you know.
It's not going to be long before we're sitting here talking live about post-game reactions. I mean, for me, this offseason has flown by. And before we blink, like, we're about to be into preseason and training camp.
Dude, like I told y'all, man, we're about to hit June 1st. And I'm
That's
telling
crazy.
you,
That's wild.
I'm telling you guys, like, I think from everything that I said, like in the draft, I said, hey, what we should do is give away some shit, get a few more people, you know what I'm saying? Get the competition in there, because competition, it hasn't been a competition. People just got relaxed and shit. Like, oh, we're in Vegas, we're good now. Nah, dude. Let's get the fucking competition in there. Get them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't perform, you're out. Like, I want that.
Edwards. Bye, Felicia.
Well, a lot of these John Gruden
Exactly.
draft picks were like, well, I'm cool with John, so I'm cool. Like, I'm here. You know what I mean? There was a little bit of complacency.
Yeah, they felt too fucking comfortable, dude. I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why in the last half of the season, everybody, they were just like, yep, same old Raiders. And I'm like, no, it's not. If you watch them, they played with fucking heart, dude. They played like Derek Carr jumping, doing a front flip over the defender just to get the extra fucking 10 yards for the first down. You know what I'm saying? Like, they played like that shit, dude. And
well,
I think
even like Jacobs, who's a John Gruden guy, you know, he drafted him. He said there's weight off my shoulder.
Yes, Jacob stood up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, give me the ball. I got you. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And when you hand like that's how I play. I'm so fucking passionate, dude. It's like, I don't care. I will die on this field if I don't get that, you know what I'm saying, first down or whatever. Like, that's what we needed. And like I said, maybe that played with the whole Edwards thing. I don't know, but I'm kind of leaning towards that. Like, we're hungry. I don't want another last season. We had a shitload of controversies, whatever, but guess what, dude? Derek Carr stood up. Half the fucking Raider Nation, Derek Carr's a, you know what? Oh, I was so fucking tired of that, dude. Like, the fuck
they
out
ain't
of
talking that shit now. They say shit. They're quiet. Crickets.
But as soon as Derek Carr signed his contract, they went to like, oh, Darren Waller, he wants to leave. And the Raiders was like, really? Okay. Hey, let's show them, you know, let's show up to the draft with each other. Like, put that shit to rest, dude. Like it's,
there's 31
it's
teams,
different.
and then there's the Raiders.
So let's talk about the next two games. Here comes the next two games. We got the Colts at home, the baby donkeys, and then we got the donkeys in Denver, November 20th. How you feeling about those two games?
Split. Lose to the Colts and sweep the donkeys.
I'm not as worried about the Colts. I'm really not. I don't know why. I don't know
Matt
if it's
Ryan with Matt Ryan going over there. That team is loaded. I mean, absolutely loaded.
Quarterback. They throw Matty Ice in there.
I know they're loaded, guys, but you got to remember who they're
underestimate that team.
That's the thing is, they're gonna have all the talent in the world, but You know what I mean? It's the coaching stuff too.
Yeah, I
Do
think
not
it's not
underestimate
gonna.
that team.
I'm with
Because if
you,
they're
brother.
tearing it up in their division and tearing everybody up they play, watch. By that time, we may be biting fingernails again. Just saying.
I mean,
We'll see though.
We could lose it. We could lose the Colts. I'm saying we take the Donkeys. We could lose the Colts, but here's the thing. I don't. The same thing about Denver, dude. Like, they're just not. They. It takes them a while to kind of gel with each other. Like when you cut a post route, I'm gonna throw here, dude. There's gonna be some balls that's underthrown, overthrown, and I just think that like I'm not worried about Colts.
I think they're a good football team. It's not. They're not two teams that that scare me. You know what I mean? They're not like
exactly. They're gonna be scary good next year. I'm telling
you.
Tired
of all the Colts players coming out and saying that Matt Ryan reminds them of fucking Peyton Manning. Shut the fuck up.
I know.
Shut the fuck up, guys. Shut the fuck.
Those guys weren't even playing for the Colts. They weren't even playing when Peyton Manning played for the Colts. I understand.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, let's go over the next couple of games. You ready? We got the Seahawks in Seattle. I ain't worried about them at all.
Yeah,
and then we get the Chargers at home December 4th. By then, Mac and Bosa will be on IR.
Allen.
What if they aren't though? What if they're? I know, but here's a scenario. What if they're not and they actually gel good?
Low key, I want our division at their best, bro. I want our team healthy, and I want their team healthy, and I want to watch some dog fights. Like, I'm okay if they go back and forth. I'm okay if Bosa gets some. I'm okay if Mac tries to flex on us. But bro, as soon as Devontae scores, as soon as Jacobs runs, as soon as Max starts, pulling out the bow, like, bro, I'm about those games.
All that shit went out the door when the NFL fucking did that COVID bullshit rule and let all the Colts players come back to the game, dog. All that shit went out the door when the NFL did it dirty like that. So I don't give a fuck about playing fair no more, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. You gonna let the whole fucking team come off COVID just the couple days before our game? Fuck that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck, dog. If they're injured or not, dog, bring it. I don't give a fuck. Whoever's on the field, dog.
Right, but here's the thing: the Chargers game, that second Chargers game, is our first of 3 home field games in a row, because we got the Rams in LA home field after that, and then we got the Patriots at home, which we are going to smack the fuck out of them.
Yes, we are.
Well, here's to all my conspiracy theorists in the chat. As soon as I seen the Las Vegas Raiders had 4 primetime games towards the end of the season, bro, I swear to you, the Las Vegas Raiders will punch their ticket into the postseason, and they're going to be a playoff team. The NFL is promoting this team. They're putting eyes on the screen to watch the Raiders towards the end of the season. There's a reason for that. So, dude, I'm telling you, the Las Vegas Raiders, those last primetime games are going to be live. They're going to be hype. And I think we're going to punch a ticket into the postseason. And as long as we punch that ticket, look for us to make a deep run.
Hey, see, we only got 3 primetime games, though, right?
We got 4.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we got the Chargers, the Rams, and the Patriots. The next game, we got to go to Pittsburgh.
No, we got KC. I thought we had KC, and I thought we had Pittsburgh.
No, we got KC at week 18. And people are thinking they may.
We get
like
Pittsburgh
if we're
after we play the Patriots. Then we get the Whiners at home, and then we got the KC at home. So
how are we going to?
5 of the last 6 games are home games. As far as I see it,
prime time. I'm saying prime time though, available because I'm in Maine, dude. How often do you think if I didn't have a computer that I could watch a Raiders game? 3 times. I could only watch it this year, unless week 18 when we play the Chiefs, they swap it like they did before and put the Raiders in prime time. That would be 4. I'm pretty sure we only got 3.
Tati agreed with me. He said the Steeler game's a primetime game.
I don't know.
So it's 4?
The Chiefs game is TBD still, okay? The
OG, I'm gonna get off, brother. Thanks for having me on, brother. Good seeing everyone, brother.
Hey, you too,
Auntie,
brother.
salute,
Hey, bro.
brother.
Have a good one, fellas.
We play the Niners at 4:05. We play the Steelers at 8:15 p.m. We play the Patriots at 8:20 p.m. We play the Rams at 8:15 p.m. Okay. Otherwise, primetime games, we play the Chiefs at 8:15 p.m. when we go to their house.
Right. I mean, primetime games as far as like
We play
the only ones that's on.
I swear I seen 4.
I mean, you could have.
I know.
thought I
I know
seen
for a
3,
fact that we got-
and here's the thing that I was getting at. Why the fuck does Denver have 5? 5 fucking
because they're all
prime time.
sucking. What they're all licking
Russell
Russell
Wilson.
Wilson.
Oh, gee.
What? Did I lie? Did I say something untrue?
No.
No.
And when the Denver's are on a losing streak, they'll switch up somebody else into that spot.
Yeah. See, we have a Steelers Saturday game. We got a KC Thursday night football game, and I know that we got 2 primetime games. So
Yeah, no, that's where I think the 4th comes in, is the Steeler Saturday, because it's actually, yes. Now that I think about it, you're right, brother. I'm glad you said that. The Steelers.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas Day or something. Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas. And Derek Carr, you know what? Hopefully he sits a game out, bro. I don't want his leg broken.
That is the one game I would not want to really go to. Outdoor stadium, mid-December on Christmas.
no,
It's like,
Pittsburgh. No.
Is it in Pittsburgh?
it's
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah,
that'd be
we're
a
losing
tough
it.
football game.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
think
I
so.
don't- Dude,
I think we beat them.
Risky.
I think it's about to be one of those old classic hard hitting. It always turns into one of those games. Look, not all these games are going to be blowouts. That's just how I feel.
It depends on the weather. You know, if the weather's going to be a big part of it. It's like if it's snowing and you got to run the ball. You know, I like Najee. Najee's a NorCal guy. He's a good kid.
Yeah,
And
or we
here's
could
the
have
thing.
global warming and there could be a fucking hurricane.
No,
We don't know.
I'm glad you brought that up, because here's the thing. Guess what? You remember the like, my point of view, the dumbest fucking game last year. They ran the ball like 59 times or some shit. The Patriots.
Are you talking
whatever.
Cleveland?
Yeah, the Patriots
The Cleveland game?
Yeah, the Patriots ran it.
Oh, Patriots.
Yeah, it was the Patriots ran it like 50 something times, dude. Like,
They threw the ball like 4 times total, something like that.
yeah, exactly. like,
all right, so what's your all's realistic expectations on Jacobs? Honest take.
on who?
On Josh Jacobs this season.
Okay, let's start with God and we'll work our way around clockwise.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, I really want to see Josh, because, like I said, when Josh stood up and said, "Hey, these people are not putting forth the effort," you know what I'm saying? Like, so I want him to hit 1,000, but realistically, probably 700 yards, 15 touchdowns. I'm thinking. Just because we are going to have, and like I said, I don't know what we're going to add after June 1st. So, and he's had a problem with, being healthy. So, like, I think he's going to come in when it matters, but I don't think he's going to, and that's the thing is, people nowadays, they look at players like it's a Yahoo fantasy league or whatever, and if they don't have 2,000 yards, they're not a good player. Like, I think, yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this: Do you think he stays a Raider, or is this his last season as a Raider? Do you think he moves on and goes and gets a bag somewhere else next season?
Answer that, Jack.
Jesus, that's a good question.
So Raider Ray, God, I hate to say this because I really like Josh Jacobs, but I think the way the Raiders have been positioning themselves with the
Okay.
running backs, I think this is probably going to be Josh's last year, unless
So turn it on
he
and put
takes
the windows up.
a team friendly deal. Then I can see him back. I see between 700 and 800 yards, and that's the thing with McDaniels. He wants to rotate so many backs. It just depends on how much of a chunk he really gives them. But I do believe, like what God just mentioned, he said 15 touchdowns. I'm not saying 15, but I see goal line every time with him. Goal line within the 20, he's going to be there. So I can't predict the touchdowns because, and I just got to say, set between 700 and 800. So what do you think?
Wait a minute. I'm going to skip Raider Ray and get my opinion, and we're going to save Raider Ray because we're going to save the best for last. I see Josh Jacobs getting between 600 and 700 yards as a running back by committee going into the full the playoffs healthy throughout the whole season, and he will take a team friendly deal, and I think he will be a great wide receiver. Not a superstar. He's not Marcus Allen. He's not Bo Jackson. That ain't going to happen. And that's my take on what I see of Josh Jacobs. So here, Raider Ray, tell us what you think.
Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I think we're going to get the last season of Josh Jacobs in the silver and black. I think that he's the type of runner that he's going to want 20 carries a game alone. I think he gets better with the more touches that he gets. He gets in a little bit of a rhythm. And I think with this system and this scheme set, the way it's set up to be a running back by committee, I could see Josh Jacobs getting a little frustrated with the scheme and probably want to go to a team that's going to hand him the ball 20 times a game. That's my opinion.
Okay. I'm going to go make a cocktail. Raider Ray, you have a channel. Hold it down, brother. It's on you. If we fail, it's your fault.
So let's talk about let's cycle back for a half second because we kind of jumped over this. So I believe the biggest trap game this year is going to be the Saints. I mean, I think we should win. They got a new coaching regime there. They still got a lot of great talent. They got to put it all together. The quarterback is going to have to learn under a new coach he's not the greatest quarterback. But I do see that as the one big trap game this year. What do you guys think?
Like I said kind of earlier, man, the trap game I kind of see is those NFC matchups where we don't play them too often. Like I know the Cardinals aren't this super talented team, but it's just one of those that stick out to my eyes on the roster. Like you said, the Saints, that's one that sticks out on the roster. A couple of those games, like the Titans, when we start playing to opponents' level, that's when I worry. Because the Las Vegas Raiders, even last season, right, you go into a Giants game, you go into these games that we should be winning. And it seems like when we play good games, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, Jack, it seems like we go into good games and we play at a high level for the most part. We go into these games where we play these teams where we should be winning by probably 10 or more points, and, man, we lay an egg. And it doesn't make any sense. And that is what I want to see if this new regime can kind of turn over. And I can't say that they will. I know they're a better coaching staff. I know we have better. But is it one of those woes that, like, that's going to be that has to be something that a team overcomes? Like, your coaching staff can do it, but in those moments, in those games, can you go in there knowing you're the better team and beat a team that's lesser than you and not play at their level?
I don't see any trap games. I don't. This isn't the
group
era
I said
anymore.
the Saints game, OG. That's the one game I said it was kind of a trap.
I don't see any trap games. We're not the Gruden era anymore. But if there was a trap game where we raided it up and totally fucked up, right?
Hey, listen.
The Jaguars would be a trap game, a classic trap game, because they have always sucked. But this year, they have got so many free agents and so many drafts. The Jaguars could be the ultimate trap game.
Nah. I'm going to tell you, I mean, it could be. I'm gonna tell you right now, like looking at the schedule, the ultimate trap game is week. What is that? Let's say December 18th. We play
Who do
the
we got?
Patriots. We destroy the Patriots, right? We fucking come out. We're one game ahead of the Chiefs. We're going against the Steelers. We drop it. The Chiefs win. I think that could be a trap game. I think coming off the
That's a
high
good pick.
from,
That's a good pick for a trap game. The
I
Pittsburgh
think,
Steelers.
yeah, I think coming off the high, beating the Patriots, everybody's gonna be talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's
And
my
then
question.
boom,
OG,
we drop
who-
it against the Steelers.
who do we
Damn,
play?
that would
Who do we?
suck.
Who do we play coming off of that bye week? And that was a great take, by the way.
That's
But
week
who do we
7.
play- Who do we play after the bye week?
Oh shit! Let me pull that back up.
Jaguars, right?
I think that's
Yeah,
crucial.
Jaguars. No, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Who do we play after the bye?
October 10th, we play the Chiefs.
I think it's Tennessee.
And then the 23rd, we play the Texans.
Tennessee, I think.
Hold on. We got 6 weeks and then a bye, right?
Yep. Week 6 is the bye. So week 7 is Tennessee.
No.
No?
We got. Hold on. This schedule ain't showing the bye. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Dude, I'm having to do the same thing and then count the days.
That's not a bye. That's not a bye.
Week 7 should be our bye. So who do we play week 8?
No, week 6 is the bye.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. So who do we play week
There's
7?
preseason. 1 September 11th, September 18th, September 25th, or October 2nd.
We're going the wrong direction.
October 10th.
No, our first bye is the Patriots. We play the Rams and then we have a bye week and then we play the Patriots.
Oh, I'm telling you, that's going to be.
Like I said, that's either the trap game or the game
after the bye.
That's
we
what I was.
The Rams. Like we don't even get a bye week until it ain't week 6, bro.
Oh,
No.
they
We get our bye week. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's like
9,
week 12 or
10,
some shit.
11, 12, 13. We don't get a bye week until week 14, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What?
There's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. I'm looking at it, and
That's
every
real?
fucking game is 7 days away.
And then we got to play Thursday night football against the Patriots.
Bro,
That's what
brutal.
I said.
That's
what I said. I think either we come out against the Patriots and we whoop their ass, we're one game ahead of the Chiefs, and we're fucking on high horse, and we play the Steelers December 24th.
I'm not a fan of that late bye, and let me explain why. Because typically after that bye, that's when we tend to drop 3 or 4 games. And
guess what? There's only 3 games left.
I know, but those could be crucial. Those could be
100%.
huge.
Yeah. It's the Steelers, the 49ers, and the fucking Chiefs, bro. Like, that's rough.
That could be 3 losses just based off of the bye and just timing.
Yeah.
Tossy, you're reading my mind, brother. Tossy's saying week 6 too.
Whoa. Something's not right here. No, we play the Chiefs on October 10th. Then we don't play the Texans until October 23rd.
Okay, so
That's
Texans. I feel way better about that.
Yeah.
I feel way better.
I missed that.
So the Texans could be our fucking our Texans could be our fucking crap.
I was about to go make a video.
That'd be sad.
I was about to go.
I'm glad you pointed that out, brother, because I just now looked. I'm like, yeah, October 10th to the 23rd. Yeah.
That would be sad.
Carlos asked a good question about do we really need a bell cow back if we're a running back by committee team, and that's exactly why I had that take on Josh Jacobs. This is a team that you're gonna constantly have a fresh running back. I think Drake is gonna actually have a pretty good season.
Oh, 100%.
Didn't we release Regis?
No, Drake.
Yeah.
Kenyon Drake.
No.
Kenyon Drake will have a great season.
I think
Regis is
will have
going.
a great season. That guy we picked up in the draft, Tamir
White.
Whitehead.
And then that fucking kid from UCLA. We picked up that kid's a beast.
Sincere.
Sincere. What a name.
I don't know if it's UCLA.
Diablo, Sin, Sincere.
Sean Johnson just confirmed it. Week 6 is the bye.
Yeah. No, right. It is. Yeah.
Okay, that's way better, bro.
Yeah, it is. My bad. Like I was skipping, and like it didn't seem right. I'm like, that doesn't seem right at all. And as soon as he said it, I looked back and I'm like, oh yeah, there's like fucking 10 days, 15 days there.
We should probably get flamed in the comment section for that. I was about to panic.
No, but I'm like the one I'm looking at, and I'm literally looking at fucking Vegas's shit. It doesn't even say the buy; it just posts the fucking dates.
Yeah, OJ. Britton is the one from UCLA. That's the one you're talking about. I was talking about
that kid. Britton is the shit, man.
I think him and Zeus are literally insurance policies for one another. They're really similar backs, backs, and they've both had kind of knee injuries. So I think it's kind of like I stand to that take. I'm pretty sure those are insurance policies for one another. One of them is
our running back room is deep. Even though we're running back by committee, our wide receiver room is now deep. Our defensive tackle room is now deep. Our DB room is now deep. Bro,
hey, you know what?
This is going to be a fucking awesome year.
There's
I don't think
one
our DB
player.
Room
There's one player that nobody here has mentioned at all as far as running back, which I think he was like, we cut him, we get him, we cut him, we get him, but he always shows up when we need him. Does anybody know what running back I'm talking about?
No, because we
cut him, we get him, we cut him, we got him. So
we also picked up what was the guy with we picked up Bolden. We also picked up the guy. What's the other guy with the African name?
Amir Abdullah.
Ahmadullah.
Yeah. So I mean, we got all these damn running backs. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Jalen Richard.
We let him go.
We don't have Richard.
We don't have Richard.
No, I know, but do you think he comes back?
No.
Yeah. With all the running backs we got now, probably not.
Nah. The thing about him, he offers really good pass protection. It's just he's not that good of a running. Like he's all right.
Yeah, he's not a running back. I mean, he's more of like a passing tight end, but doesn't have the size of a tight end.
He's a great blocker. And I'm sorry, when we played the New Orleans Saints and he got his first touch on an NFL football, ran 75 yards for a fucking touchdown. Sorry, Richard is better than everybody talks about. Oh, he's overpaid. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Well, who do you like better, Bolden or Richard?
Honestly, me.
I like Bolden, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Richard just because I think he's more of a versatile. He can just kind of do it all, and he's a team player.
Right, but if you can't block, you're not going to make this running back room in this team.
But Richard blocks. Oh, gee, he does block.
Richard is a blocking motherfucking monster. Matter of fact, that Jets game where we Carr threw to when we had a zero blitz, Carr threw that pass to Ruggs, and everybody went, oh, Carr to Ruggs. No, Richard made that play happen.
Yeah, exactly. And Reese, 100%. Bolden is a tough runner and faster. Yes, well, he is. He's a better running back. But if we have a running back by committee, I think Jalen Richard would fit in better. You know what I'm saying? Just scheme wise.
I
Well, here's the
I agree.
Brand. The reason why I think Brandon Bolden is one, he knows this Josh McDaniels offense. This isn't John Gruden's offense anymore.
True.
Every time you put Jalen Richard on the field, you knew it was going to be all goes. You knew that he was going to be pretty much in there pass protecting, or you got a linebacker watching him for a screen pass, a little check down. Brandon Bolden knows this playbook more than any running back on the entire roster. So right then and there, I guarantee you, Josh McDaniels already has a set of plays in the passing game for him. So you're gonna see an immediate impact of Bolden immediately.
So do you think we keep him? You think we keep Bolden, or do you think he's just a camp guy?
Okay. See, when I break down this running back room, I get kind of caught up because obviously Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake will be on the roster because you're paying Kenyon Drake a lot of money. Unless they're just willing to eat the dead cap, I see Drake making the roster.
Yep.
From there down is where it starts getting a little bit murky. Zeus and actually the Sincere McCormick, the undrafted free agent, I see him making the roster before I see Britton Brown out of UCLA. Sean McCormick just brings this wiggle. He reminds me of like a little Doug Martin a little bit. Like he's just a little shifty, like breaks tackles.
I know he's not on the team.
Pass game. Yeah, Sean McCormick. If we carry 4 backs, I probably see it Jacobs, Drake, Bolden, and Zeus. That's what I got.
That's actually, yeah.
Can't disagree with that.
Fucking definitely.
I mean, because look at it. I mean, Drake and Bolden.
Well, let's talk about
2 guys. Sorry, you got 2 guys that can catch the back. You can catch the pass. So Drake and Bolden kind of mirror each other. They're kind of insurance to one another. And then you got 2 power backs in Jacobs and Zeus that complement each other. So I just see. You see what I'm trying to say here? Is they pair each other.
Next year, Jacobs and Drake will be gone.
Yep.
And they'll pick up more running backs to mirror what they're looking for. And this is the way the Patriots do it. It's a revolving door.
Right. And
when they're about to become superstars, we trade them out and get a bunch of trades and replenish the ranks with guys that could potentially do the same thing. This is what they've done, and that's how you create a dynasty. And I hate it because I'm a loyal person, but there's no loyalty going to be happening for the next 20 years.
With the running back situation, it makes sense. It's unfortunate for the players, really, but
yeah,
when you get a running back like Josh Jacobs, right, and granted, he didn't get the ball a ton in college, so he was still pretty fresh coming into the league. But when you get these guys on 5 years running the football for you, there's no need to go out and pay them high dollar. Because you can go and just like we did with Zeus, and that is a position that you can kind of get fresh legs in at all times. So I understand. Like I'd love to see Josh stay around and be a Raider. I just feel like this is the last season we're going to get to watch him in the silver and black.
And truth be known, Al Davis was a loyalty guy when he was young and still had it all together. Where running backs got swapped out, like, okay, we're done with you. Go get your money. And that's what's going to happen with this team. Plan on it.
Yeah, 100%.
These are how dynasties are built. It is what it is.
You think Josh McDaniels is in early talks for Coach of the Year potentially?
We got to sweep our division before that happens.
Well, we talked about let's cycle back a little bit. We talked about our record, like we've all been picking. If he does what we've been picking it during the show, and Raiders Ray was like early. He's like early. Yes, I can see that because we're talking about being like 5-0, 5-1, and starting off the season. Yeah, if we start off like that, on fire like that, there's going to be some talk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%. I mean, if you're talking about like coach, yeah. I mean, like we've said, dude, the Raiders have done more this offseason than we have in the past 20 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? So if they make that work, dude, 1,000%. You know what I'm saying?
God's got
So
a
say
potty
Josh
mouth.
McDaniels, say Josh McDaniels starts getting in line with Coach of the Year. The Raiders are what 12-5, get a late playoff
Carr gets
berth.
MVP talks.
Say Patrick Graham, okay, makes a let's say top 12 to top 8 defense, right? Is he gone the following season because somebody wants to
Yep.
give this guy a head coach job?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who's not going to want to hire him?
Now
He's
understand
brilliant.
this too. Patrick Graham may want to go, you know, we won a fucking Super Bowl and I'm sticking the fuck around and get a bunch of these because I'm with Ziegler and McDaniels. And
Ooh,
then I'll go get my head coaching job later.
I just got a thought. What if he goes to a hurting team that's looking for a GM and they take Champ Kelly to make that GM and they hired Patrick Graham as a head coach? Connecting dots a little bit here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, Graham wants to be a head coach. I mean, he got pissed off because the Giants didn't hire him, and he felt like the job was already given to someone else before he even had his interview. So he's like, "Bye-bye, New York. Don't want to be here."
No,
Have a
but
good day.
he's got
Because
his own
Champ Kelly,
aspirations. But if he sees that this could be a fucking empire that he could be part of, he knows that 8-10 years down the line, he can fucking have whatever job he wants. And he, you know, if he's a smart man, he'll do the long-term investment. If not, go to some shit team and fail and wish he was back where he was.
Hey, salute to Raider Casper. That motherfucker sitting in the Kona airport waiting to board, popping in to say Raiders. I love Hell yeah. He said it'd be awesome if they'd bring him back. And
Hey,
like I
beat
said,
down,
dude,
breakdown,
do
man.
you
Glad
know
to
how
see
many
you here,
times?
brother? Because I know
Do
you're
you
on the
know how
last
many
leg of this
times?
fight. My bro, beating down, breakdown's fighting leukemia right now. He's on the back end of this fight, and he's still kicking its ass.
hey,
And that's
OG,
my bro.
I have to interrupt with you. You said he's battling leukemia?
Yeah, and you and I are both cancer survivors.
Attaboy. You mind if I give that quick testimony for my brother real quick?
Go for it.
All right, so check this
Good, I
out,
love
Raider.
that, man.
At 2 years old, I was diagnosed with leukemia, which is a cancer of the blood. We got another brother fighting it. My grandparents called a local church out in California, and they asked if someone could come pray over me because the next day I was going to go get my first treatment of chemotherapy. Well, we called the pastor, and the pastor said, "I'm sorry, we got a wedding this weekend, but when we get some time, we're going to send somebody out to pray for him." They hang up the phone, and 20 minutes later, 2 men show up to my room, and they say, "Mr. and Mrs. Ray, we were sent here to pray over your son. We want to let you know that everything's going to be all right." And 3-4 o'clock in the morning starts rolling in. Doctors are running my test, and they pull my parents out to the hallway, and they say, "Mr. and Mrs. Ray, we can't explain this, but your son has no signs of cancer in his body." And so they freak out, and they call that pastor back, and they say, "Thank you so much for sending those men to pray for my son. He doesn't have cancer anymore." And the pastor said, "I'm sorry, man, but we never sent anybody."
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's just to say, brother, you keep fighting, bro. Put your trust in the Lord. Even though other eyes may not see you, bro, he's looking down on you. He sees you. I'm going to be praying for you. I know the Raider Nation's going to be praying for you. You got a bunch of dogs in your corner, brother, and I'm not going to give up on you. You always have one in me, and my heart goes out to anybody battling. I didn't deserve what was given to me, but my heart goes out to everybody fighting, bro. So you know, if you're fighting, bro, you got a soldier in me, and I'm here praying, taking your name to the Lord. So know that.
God bless, brother. Both you guys.
My turn. Year ago, in December and January, I was fighting cancer. I had to go undergo radiation, and I was supposed to get radiation and then these radioactive beads inserted into my prostate. And they couldn't do it because it had spread into my bladder, and I went through 3 days of hell. I didn't have blood in my urine. I was urinating blood clots in my bladder. They had to stop the treatments and put a catheter into me with iron rods, metal rods, and it was painful. And I had to sit for 3 days with this catheter, figuring out when to let go. They pulled the catheter out and they finished the radiation treatments. And I've been cancer free since late January of this past year.
Man, brother.
And I
God
went
bless.
through some shit that fucked up my head. And I went through some bad times. And you know what? I beat this motherfucker. But I was not afraid because I knew God was with me.
Amen.
God was with me. And if God is with me, who the fuck can stand against me?
Amen.
You ain't gonna fucking get an enemy big enough. So I went through this. I talked about it on Doc's channel. I talked about it on a few guys' channels. They told me I needed to do content, and so I'm doing my knucklehead shit right now. But God, you know what? I'm cancer free now. I had to go through this, but it didn't scare me until these other side effects started happening, and it scared the shit out of me. And now I ain't afraid no more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a little bit. Like mentally. When I have to go to the bathroom, I'm still afraid that it's going to come out blood instead of urine. And
You know what that is, though?
It messed me up in the head a little bit. But I'll get through this.
Oh, you will. And you know, that's the devil's job, is when God does a mighty work, he comes and places fear in your brain. And the Bible says, I didn't give you a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind.
But
So
when he whispers in my ear, and I know when he's whispering in my ear, I pray for God to take it away.
Amen.
And take away the fear. But he still whispers in my ear, and I'm going to punch that prick in the mouth.
Yep.
Someday. Anyway.
You're a fighter, OG. Love it, brother.
I don't
no, I'm not. I will not fucking back down from a fight.
I don't believe in any.
I've never done that.
I knew there was a reason why.
Cancer, I ain't scared of cancer. Fuck you. You ain't beating me. And
Well,
Bobby's got that same spirit.
If we know the Lord,
got that same spirit.
Yep. If we know the Lord, even if death were to ever take me, you know what I mean? This isn't my eternal home. So that's the question I raised to everybody in the chat, man. It's an important question that, look, regardless of how anybody views if the Lord is who he says he is, if there is life after death, I feel like that's the most important question that we ever face in life. You know what I mean? And
these are earthly things.
Yep. And OG, I'm proud of you, brother, for overcoming that. I think that the Lord made all of us cross paths for a reason. I fully believe in that. And you know, some things are bigger than football, and it's important that we have these conversations, because there's a lot of people in this chat that's struggling and they don't know what the answer is, and they'll turn to a lot of things. I was one of those. With a story like that of being healed of cancer, you would have thought that I would be following the Lord all my life, and that wasn't the case. I got heavy involved into alcohol. I was a severe alcoholic. I got heavy into drugs. And you know, about 3 years ago, dude, the Lord got a hold of my heart, and I was like, you know what? I'm not, regardless of whatever church says or nothing. I have a room in my house. Matter of fact, it's the very room I'm sitting in right now. This very room that I'm sitting in right now, where I make content, changed my life forever. I went here and I searched God for myself. Nobody else. I opened up the Word for myself, and I came in here and I talked to Him, and I was like, "Look, Lord, if You're real, I want to fully submit to You." And He changed my life, bro. I stand before you today clean. Nothing addicted to me. I'm a new man. Restored my marriage. Restored my life. Gave me a career, and it's all by His grace, bro. I deserved absolutely none of it. So if any of you guys are in the chat, man, and you just feel like you're at a crossroads, you don't know where to go, I would encourage you, man, get alone with God, because it's probably been a while since you had that one-on-one conversation with him.
Well, I am an old pirate. I like to drink. I like to smoke, and I love my caffeine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this. I committed myself to the Lord. But here's the thing. I don't stuff myself down with this stuff. It's just what I like to do for fun. But here's the thing. If you have a hole in you, and if you look inside your soul and there's a hole in you, you're stuffing it with other things, be it money or prestige or alcohol, drugs, whatever, you're not going to fill that hole. That hole is a God-shaped hole. Fill it with God. And
Amen
things
to
will
that.
change for you.
Amen to that.
Amen, brothers.
Dude,
All
I
right,
want to
man,
say,
listen, it's almost 10 o'clock. We've been out for an hour and 45 minutes. Dude, this has been an amazing chat with you guys. We're talking about everything under the sun Raiders, and it's been fun. And we've had this is usually the dead, dry season where there's nothing to talk about. But we got stuff to talk about, which is cool.
We're not even done. We got more stuff to talk about. We didn't even finish up the whole season. How much time you got, OG?
I got all the time in the world because I'm wide
hey,
awake.
OG,
So.
do me a favor, brother. Do you got a moderator here?
I tried to put in a couple of moderators, but
can you look and fucking unban me from the chat, bro? Because I don't know.
You're not unbanned from the chat.
No, I am.
Not banned
I've literally been fucking talking in the chat I've literally sent like 30 messages and none of it's going through.
Okay, well, you're not banned from the chat. That's not even real.
Can somebody post the last thing I said in chat?
Got him in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it, brother.
Exactly. I've been posting.
I've never banned
I know you haven't. Listen,
I
OG.
never banned you from anything.
I know you have an OG. Listen, but somebody you may have gave like the fucking power to ban somebody and they banned me, bro. I'm telling you.
Okay,
quick, Hammer, salute, brother.
Here's a scoop, man.
Hey, salute, Hammer.
Nobody in here is a mod. I have not made up a list of mods.
I know. I'm not talking about now. Like it was banned weeks ago, bro. I've been trying to tell you that.
I can't.
I think I'm one of your mods, OG.
I can't.
And I didn't ban you, God.
Well, listen. You can go in and look at who's banned. That's the whole thing I was trying to.
Where do I find that?
Hammer, do you want to? Here, hold on.
I need some help because I don't know where to find that. Like if somebody,
bro, what were you saying?
I set up some moderators in the beginning when I first started, and nobody comes into my show no more, bro. Like,
yeah, I know Hammer didn't block God. Because that's the thing. Like I hop on Hammer and I'm like, yeah. No.
Okay, Hammer, I think is a mod.
Yeah, he didn't block nobody though.
No. But
what were you out here doing, bro, to get blocked?
He didn't do nothing. He comes into the show and talks with us. Like nobody. If somebody, I got to figure out how to work this thing to see who was blocked and moderators and all this other shit because I thought I figured that out.
No, but it's 100%. Like somebody blocked me at some point. And that's what I was trying to tell you weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I couldn't even type on like anything. So, yeah. So somebody, like I said, somebody who didn't like me. And that's the thing. Like, you remember back in you were like, man, I ain't got no haters. Yeah, it's because.
Okay, so here's my mods. Terrence, Raider Joe, Jack Kenna, Jonathan Emmanuel Navarro, who I miss because I haven't seen him in a while, Hammer's House, Captain Jack Rackham, Cole Cav, and Docs. So, and none of those guys come onto my shows hardly ever.
No, what I'm
Well,
saying.
except for me.
Right.
Hey,
So
you got
what
me
I'm
too,
saying
OG.
though,
I'm tuning
what
in.
I'm saying though is at some point somebody blocked me from the chat. You might have removed them as a moderator, but it didn't remove who they blocked. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Is
so
what-
I have to take a.
So yeah, you have to go into your
I'm gonna have to
channel.
go take a video lesson on how to unblock people and moderators, but I haven't taken anybody out as moderators.
Raider
I
Joe,
haven't removed the moderator.
another Pendejos, brother.
No, I got you. Like I
Ask
said,
Captain.
I didn't
Cap
mean
will
to.
tell you.
I didn't mean to make a big thing out of it, you know what I'm saying? But like I literally been fucking typing in the chat for fucking for like weeks and nobody sees my
Okay,
shit
Raider
because
Joe's
it's
like, I
blocked.
did not block God and God we trust. Oh shit, dude! I'm telling you, I haven't added or subtracted moderators since I first set up the channel. So
No, I know, but what I'm saying is you can actually go into your channel and you can see the people who are blocked. You can unblock them. You
okay, I
can
gotta
see,
get a video on that and check it out because if people are blocked,
yeah. They are, dude, 100%. Because I'm fucking blocked. If I'm blocked, I guarantee you, some other people that are not.
we don't block God. In God we trust.
Brother man, I love
So
you guys.
tomorrow, I gotta go onto YouTube and go into
Whoever
how do I unblock people and go who the fuck blocked this guy and
Raider
yeah,
Joe, we
and how to add more people in because I want All Eyes on G and Raider Ray and God to be moderators. So I got to figure out that shit. I'm sorry, technology just fucks me up, man.
No, it's all good, man. And that's why, like, and I'm sure fucking your boy down right below you can tell you how to navigate that shit. Ain't that right, brother?
Hey, bro, look, I'm new to this game. OG is probably farther
Don't look
along
at
than
me, motherfucker.
Yeah, don't look at me, bro. I bet Jack.
No, I gotta get Raider Ray's phone number at some point.
No, yeah, get with me after the show, and I'll get it to you. I can probably email it to you too.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go into private chat.
Okay.
And
so God, I don't know how to unblock. I don't have my own show, brother.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I have no clue.
I could tell you, but I'd have to.
I can block people, but I don't know how to unblock them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into private chat.
Yeah.
So why are you doing that?
And I'm gonna put my phone number in for Raider Ray.
I just
only the content creator can actually unblock.
So
you can block as a mod, but you can't unblock as a mod unless I think you said the permission.
I don't know how you can do that. I've never blocked anyone, so I don't know. I mean, I gave someone a timeout.
I just put my phone number in there, in the private chat, so you can take down my number, call me. Let's talk tomorrow. I got some ideas for some other stuff.
All right, sounds good to me, brother.
Anyway, guys, we've been on for almost 2 hours. My old ass is tired. That's how it rolls. Getting fucking, I gotta go to bed soon. Jack Kenna, great hanging out with you, brother. As always, God, great hanging out with you. If you guys haven't subscribed to Raider Ray, go subscribe to him. He's informative as shit. Just Raider Ray, R-A-Y. Go check out his channel. He's got some really high quality content, in-depth research. in-depth analysis, like a high-quality channel. Okay. I'm gonna cash it out tonight because my ass is getting fucking beat.
Raider Nation, if you haven't subscribed to our humble host, OG Jack Daniels, my old school brother, hit that like button, subscribe to his channel, and I love you guys. God, OG, the Raider Nation, I will see you on the next live, brothers.
All right.
I told you I'm still figuring this out, bro.
Good night, Jack.
All right, brothers. I appreciate all y'all. OG,
hey,
I appreciate it.
God, you have a good night, bro. We'll talk to you,
love you, man.
It was nice talking with you again. And Raider Ray, go to his channel, Raider Ray. It's real simple. The word Raider, the word Ray. Guy's channel and get some fucking fire ass good quality content, not knucklehead shit. Like
if you ain't subscribed to if you're not subscribed to OG, don't even subscribe to my channel until you subscribe to his channel. So that's how this operates. So don't let him fluff this up. This is a great Raiders content channel, and he gave me a little opportunity to speak, and we're developing something special here. So Raider Nation, I appreciate everything that you guys do, and look for some more stuff to come in the near future.
Raider Ray, my guy, you have a good night, brother.
Yeah, you too, brother. Take care. All right.
All right, Raider Nation, we held up for the most part with the chat. I know I lost it at the end, but we all got into our points. Listen, love you guys. I'm grateful you were here. After this is over, go in and comment because I love talking to you throughout the week, okay? Yeah, I'm wearing sporting some Hammer merchandise. Go in and put in comments during the week, man. Let me, because I love chopping up with you guys during the week. It's fun. It's nice to talk with you. All right, man. Y'all have a good night. Love you. Good night.